Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me.
हेलो गाइस, सर स्वागत है कि लाइव स्ट्रीम में आज खेलेंगे गेंशिन पे। आज आर्कन क्वेस्ट भी करेंगे, प्लस एक्सप्लोरेशन भी करेंगे। जो भी इकोनॉमी भी कराना चाहते हैं वो भी इकोनॉमी भी करा सकते हैं, और लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब सभी करें।
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
सबसे पहले एक 10 पुल करना है। एक पुल का कर लिया, मैं थोड़ा फार्म कर रहा हूँ। उसके बाद
Stabilize.
Gotcha. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Rank cutter. My turn.
बनी भाई, मैं तो बताया हूँ, आप बताओ। मैं बनिया हूँ, बताओ। मैं तो बढ़िया हूँ, बताओ तू क्या चल रहा?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
मैं कैब वाला बोट निकल रहा हूँ। क्या बोले? कौन सा बोट? जेरिको भाई बोल रहे हैं तो वो मुझे आर्यन को ओके तो डिस्कॉर्ड में है तो मैं आ जाऊँगा आपके साथ सुनूँगा।
Solidify.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Witness the power.
This is order.
Overruled. Quietly now. Gotcha. Game's up. Time's over. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
आज नहीं करे, हम सब फिश खेल रहे हैं, अब ना आ जाए तो भी बोल ठीक है कोई ना।
Stabilize!
Let me read you a verse. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Laid bare.
Gather! I will have order.
Gotcha. Quietly now. Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Witness the game's up. Time's over. An impressive bounty.
That's okay, ऐसा है सीधा।
Stabilize!
Overruled. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a...
This is order. Gather!
Witness my wrath. Laid bare. An impressive bounty.
वो ज़्यादा टाइम पड़ता है जल्द।
And all the more. Solidify!
Overruled.
So base. Okay, 160 है ना. गाचा हाँ गाचा है. कोकोमीन नहीं किया है क्या तुम्हारे पास? नहीं, मेरे पास कोकोमीन नहीं है. चलेगा फिर के लिए कौन सा? मेरे पास नहीं है कोकोमीन. मेरे पास नहीं है कोकोमीन. सॉरी ब्रदर. पर नहीं निकाला था 72 में. मैं हार चुका था. मैं 72 में हार चुका था. गाड़ी में क्या कर रहे हो? मैं अभी एक क्वेस्ट में कर रहा हूँ मैं। अच्छा आर्कन कैसा करूँगा जल्द, उसको मैं आराम से करूँगा। नहीं, अच्छा ये भी वो क्वेश्चन है मैं इसको बाद ही लूँगा, फिर करूँगा। बहुत है थोड़ा काम करना पड़ेगा। तो मैं अभी करूँगा अभी जब तक बैनर है, उसके बाद देखूँगा क्या निकालने का सोच रहा। मैं तो 2 ही निकालूँगा। अभी कहाँ पर जा रहे हो? अभी मैं चेस्ट खोल रहा हूँ, चेस्ट। अरे मत जाऊँगा। इतना लंबा होने का इस बार से मैं और करूँगा देखो।
With one heart, we pray. Leave this place.
Mind the deluge.
Stand with me. I'll settle this. Lean down, Bomb.
Branches a song for the everlasting forest.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Our bond is strong.
Receive my blessing.
Kamisato Arthur. Suyu, be still.
Look, a rainbow. Do you want...
Lush as the moonlight, by the frost moon of old.
Lightning, carrot box.
Escape. Oh, so you collect these?
Stand with me.
जो भी देख रहे हैं लाइट है सफाई सर्विस आ लेना
It's all yours.
बनी भाई ये पर्पल पर्पल क्या है ये
Our bond is strong.
ये सब वो है चेस ओपन करने के लिए देते हैं लोग नया एरिया का नया सिस्टम है ब्रदर यहाँ पर भी
Stop! Receive my blessing.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
With one heart, we pray.
Lash attack! Chew on this. Chew. Yeah. Wow! So much stuff! If only enough was here.
थोड़ा देर में बस कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि चालू अब जब आकर के चालू करूँगा तो मैं म्यूट हो जाऊँगा क्योंकि आकर पर सुनना मेरे को
Every little bit counts.
अच्छा कि वहाँ था चलो
Every little bit counts. It's all yours.
एक सेकंड फोन को आराम से पकड़ो। ये अब हो गया। पीटी का कितना पीटी है भाई? जब हारा था 25 में था। तो भगवान 10 पूरी ना आ जा। जीत गया। नहीं भाई विक्ट्री कटसीन नहीं करना मेरे को इसका। और नहीं 12 का पीटी में आ गया।
Pleasure to meet you.
तो मेरा हो गया।
If the art
आज का स्ट्रीम बर्थडे है मेरा ये। मैं क्वेस्ट करूँगा तो मिल जाएगा मेरे को। मैं देखते हैं 5 स्टार में क्या लगाऊँ। नेफर देरी करूँगा बाद में। इधर में सिगरेट नेफर कहाँ है? नेफर नेफर चलो चलो अब आके कैसे
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
हेलो क्रिस्टल हेलो मेरे को निकल गया नफा निकल गई हमने 10 को मारा उसके बाद 72 के बाद 2 पीटी था उसे 10 को मारा सीधा सर 72 के बाद देखो 72 हुआ आ गया उसे 2 पीटी हुआ था उस समय उसके बाद मैं 10 को जमा किया सीधा 10 को मारा सीधा आगे गोल्डन माटा 12 पीटी में आ गई सीधा अंडर टोटल।
Oh, hey, look! They made it back as well!
खुश हो गया भाई, मैं सोचा गोल्डन आ गई भाई अचानक से, चाहती थी आने की तो आ गई।
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their
जीत
work
से
is still
जितने
in
का भी
progress, so I
इवेंट
suspect
नहीं
they
हुआ
won't be back for a while either.
कोई जीन
You
जीत तो
seem
जीन हो
rather
गई।
cheerful today, Mr. Flins.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do
और
and
नेफा
came
का
away.
आराम से
Fighting
बिल्कुल
alone can
अभी
get quite tedious,
ACT4 करो
but
ना
I had the
यार
good
कुछ।
fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
नहीं ACT3 छोटा है,
We meet
ACT4
again?
बड़ा है।
How
अभी
have you been?
ACT4 कर रहा हूँ अभी मैं।
Albedo! What are you doing here?
ACT3 में ज़्यादा नहीं है, अरे कि मैं क्यों अभी बताऊंगा, मैं कुछ नहीं बताऊंगा आपको।
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
It's nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back.
I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deansliff, colleague of Teyvat's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsliff, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint, then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant. Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the Curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rarer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the Wild Hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions, but in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari...
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rarier's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedafenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Recher of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedafenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons,
Your power should be greatly enhanced. But it
seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir, and knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, neutralized. This one should be archived. Female, 23. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's... Male, neutralized. Just another nobody. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized. Filed. Neutral.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, Most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir,
and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet... is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose. No matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? They're talking about those people from the opposition.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Reverie has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. Pray won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open and above board, though. The king just happens to be now. What if somebody doesn't?
That won't happen. The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Was it because you didn't trust you? Or something else?
No!
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get
you that people keep dying.
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
그래서 미야오 깨웠다 미야오.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in... But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live
ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
मेरा से मैं हूँ अनलकी हूँ मैं भी.
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. That's... Thelindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be. A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice.
Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my...
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear, but now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedalfnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And... no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedalfnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Part simulation, part reasoning. But it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sertologi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please,
Cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatyr more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedalfenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedalfenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedalfenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedalfenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board, another
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful, but as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these. This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Tholindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafulnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thalindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be, and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thalindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, That is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? The Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
No more lies.
Let's see what you're made of.
Can't hide the truth.
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
This way! I'll settle this!
Fairy, protect us.
Look! The rainbow! She
No more lies.
Time to go clean.
By the frost moon of old. You poor lost life.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Our bond is strong!
Kamisato up. Suiyu!
It all adds up. No more lies. Seek within. It all adds up.
Lash it down! Out of my way!
With one heart, we pray. Lush as the moonlight.
No more lies.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
What's that?
Reverie! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
I told you, Reverie. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Reverie, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Reverie. Reverie.
Cylindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Reverie? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is... Everyone?
Never! She's fine, Bob.
Yes, you will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts.
I mostly, however, I wouldn't.
Sounds to me.
That's not what I meant.
Then try to remember. Now.
Cool!
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes!
That's more like it.
Forgive my curiosity.
It says I gotta do the annoying...
Is that right?
If something is in any case, there's nothing... Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to...
I'm so... What did you hear me say? I wasn't...
Wait, how long have...
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment.
Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chest. You have my word that I will get... Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to...
आज स्टोरी अच्छा लगा था, मज़ा आ गया था, आज का सीन बनता इसलिए मैं पर स्टोरी बन सकती हूँ और लाइक कर सकते हैं भी करें और मिलते हैं कल के सीन आज कोई पर एक शॉर्ट वीडियो पर डाल वो भी चेकआउट कर लेना कल का स्ट्रीम लाइक ऐसे कैसे भी किए और इस एंड में कम से कम 250 सब्सक्राइबर 250 तक पहुँचने का है इस एंड दिसंबर तक हो जाता है।